Hi, this is Martin and welcome to another video in my series looking at some Photoshop hints and tips and how-tos. Yesterday I created a video based on the twirl effect, the filter, whereby it morphs an image. Quite a lot of people really liked that effect and they were going ahead and applying it to multiple images. Now I didn't create an action yesterday because I like to change the values when I'm creating the effect, but a lot of people just want to set on a set value and apply that to multiple images. And if you're going to do that, then actions are great. They're like a macro where Photoshop will record all of the steps that you're doing, and then when you hit play it will replay all of those steps as they were recorded against an image. So it can be a real time saver, and that's the purpose of this particular video. So I'm going to actually do that twirl. We're going to record that twirl effect. I'm going to go through it fairly quickly. If you want to see that in more detail, then have a look at my video yesterday. So the first thing we need to do is open up our actions pane here, and we will create a new set which we'll call twirl, and we'll also go ahead and create a new action which I'll also call twirl. Now we can set a function key for this particular action, so if I choose F9 I can do Shift F9, Shift Control F9, any combination of those. I'm just going to leave it as F9, and we can put a colour on if we really want to. It's entirely up to you. But the important thing is at this point, when we hit record, we get the little red light coming up which says everything that you do in Photoshop now, Photoshop's going to record. So you don't want to go off at a tangent and play around. You really want to know exactly the steps that you want to follow. So let's go ahead and do the effect. So we'll go to pixelate, mezzo tint. I want medium lines. We'll go filter and into blur. We'll go radial blur. I want 100% zoom and best, so that's okay. And I want to do that a number of times, so I'll just click on the radial blur at the top here. Once, twice. I think that will probably do. And you can see here that the Photoshop is capturing all of the steps that we're doing. Okay, we'll now duplicate that layer. Doesn't matter what we call it. And on the background layer we go to filter and distort. This is where the magic happens. We go into twirl and we'll go +80 on this particular one, and on this one we go blending options and we'll set that to lighten. And again we also want to do the twirl, but not with that same value, so we need to do distort, twirl, and this time we want -80. So okay that, and that basically gives us our image. We can then go in and to flatten or merge down the image, and then we can just save that away. So at that point, if we hit the stop button, that is our action. Some people call them presets, think in Lightroom they call them presets, but in here they call them actions. That action is now recorded. So what we can do is we can go to another image, we go to twirl, select the action, play it, and we just watch Photoshop go through the steps to actually create that for us really quickly. So that's creating an action and then being able to apply that to an image straight away. Now, like I said, I tend not to use actions where I want to change values, and because they're so easy to create and because the learning process, it's nice to actually learn how to do these things. I tend not to email my actions around and particularly receive actions from people, because you never know if they've zipped it up. You don't know what they've zipped up in their file, and so for that reason I tend to create my own and just build up a library. Anyway, those two are quite nice. I might actually save those and do something with them, particularly that one. I like the colours. It's a nice effect, and I can go ahead and twirl to my heart's content. Hope you found this useful. Catch you very soon. Bye bye.